Continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. The Health Department pushes for an investigation into reports of the U.S. conducting a smear campaign against the Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine in the country. Based on the investigative report of Reuters, the U.S. had a secret smear campaign against Sinovac to prevent the influence of China in the country. The campaign allegedly started on X, or formerly known as Twitter, with a slogan #ChinaAngVirus. In an interview with 1PH sa Totoo Lang, former vaccine expert panel head Dr. Nina Gloriani expressed doubts about the smear campaign. But she admitted the struggle to convince the public to get a Sinovac COVID-19 jab during the pandemic.
Ayokong maniwala o isipin that there could be such people doing a smear campaign like that. Kasi it was a pandemic time. Lahat halos nagwo-worry. Ang China ang naunang nagbigay ng vaccine sa atin. It took a long time for the Western vaccines to come.
The remains of 3 OFWs who died in a fire in Kuwait have now been brought home. Also back in the country are 22 Filipino seafarers who were rescued in the Red Sea. Here's the report.
The families of the 3 OFWs from Kuwait burst into tears as their coffins were lowered from the People's Air Cargo and Warehousing Center. Johanna Lopez from Umingan, Pangasinan lost her 49-year-old father, Jesus Lopez, who worked in a construction site in Kuwait for 5 years. He left the country to be able to send her 3 younger siblings to school.
Isa po, yung sumunod po sa akin. Second year college. Ang sumunod po, grade 9 at saka grade 1 po. Ngayon po, syempre po, wala na si Papa. Kasi siya lang po talaga yung inaasahan namin sa financial po. Sa pag-aaral namin.
OWA says scholarships will be part of the benefits for the victim's family.
Naayos na natin yan. Ang OWA, mayroong alalay na bibigay na bereavement and funeral and other benefits for 220. And ang kumpanya ay magbibigay rin na $10,000. Ang Kuwait government, $15,000. At inaasikaso pa natin ang insurance. So lahat yan, masasagot na kagad yan.
The families will also receive financial and livelihood assistance from the government. Meanwhile, the crew of MV Tutor that was attacked by Houthi rebels last June 12 are also back home. The captain of the said ship is emotionally thankful that he and his crew are safe after the said attack.
On behalf of my crew, papasalamat po ako sa may kapal. Okay.
Captain Dumarique recalled that they were on their way to India on the morning of June 12 when they spotted a speedboat approaching their ship. As it closed in, a blast rocked their ship.
Sobrang bilis po niya, lumiko po siya, tapos sinabol kami. Pagdikit po sa barko, yun po, sumabog na po. Yung unang pagsabog, siyempre pakiramdam namin, takot na takot.
Then at around 1 in the afternoon, they were again attacked, causing severe damage to the ship. When they initiated the head count, they realized that one of their crewmates stationed in the engine room has gone missing. The DMW says search operation for the missing seafarer continues.
Dalawang separate operations ito. Yung immediate na pagsagip ng 21 to get them out of harm's way, and then yung search operation dito sa ating nawawalang tripulante, which we understand will also entail a salvaging operation.
All 21 seafarers underwent medical examination upon landing back here in the Philippines. They will also receive financial assistance worth over 200,000 pesos per person. This is the 4th attack on ships that carry Filipino seafarers in the Red Sea. According to DMW, there are already directives to the ship owners to divert their routes as well as implement the right to refuse policy where Pinoy seafarers can refuse to accept assignments to Red Sea routes. A possible total deployment ban is also being considered. Last April, Filipino mariners have been prohibited to deploy on cruise and passenger ships in the Red Sea. Reporting for News 5, Rainiel Pawid, we are One News.
The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, or PAO, raised concerns over the rise of mini scam hubs. PAO spokesperson Winston Casio said mini scam hubs are increasing in Metro Manila and Central Luzon. He also warned that operators of mini scam hubs are more confident to run their business. As opposed to big POGO hubs, mini scam hubs can operate in smaller spaces such as rented apartments and condo units.
Yes, sir. That's the problem here is the problem is that they actually operate in plain sight. So masyado silang, how would I call it? Masyado silang kampante.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Now, I'm Pauline Verzosa. The southwest monsoon or habagat continues to trigger rains in some parts of the country. Scattered rains are expected over Palawan, Occidental Mindoro, Zambales, and Bataan. Meanwhile, Metro Manila, Zamboanga, Western Visayas, Cavite, Laguna, and Batangas may expect isolated rains. The rest of the country may also experience rains due to localized thunderstorms. Eight of the world's best men's volleyball teams are now in the Philippines for the Volleyball Nations League. The Netherlands and Brazil will open up the games. They face off this afternoon, followed by the showdown between Canada and crowd favorite Japan. Several sports officials, politicians, and lawmakers are expected to grace the event at the Mall of Asia Arena.
Yeah, first of all, we are so happy to be here, and we are so excited to play. I hope the crowd is full, and Philippine fans give us a lot of energy, so we help a lot.
After clinching their first ever PBA title last Sunday, Meralco Bolts head coach Luigi Trillo shares their winning formula towards their historic victory. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
Very first title of the franchise. That's saying something. How are you feeling, as Sean said?
Yeah, a bit overwhelmed. Surreal last night. We finished the game about 10, but I went to sleep at 8 a.m. We went to Hard Rock in Makati with the whole team, with our families. Enjoyed their 8, had a bit of a band there, and then, couldn't sleep. But this is a long time coming. I've joined Meralco. This is my 11th year. The last 10 years have been great, but, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Four final appearances, 14 semifinals, and, never there. And then this was a special year. I mean, we started out 3-5, 2 practices before our first game. We had to give them days off because we've had a busy year joining the ESL, PBA, the Doha Cup, and it just all fell into place. But proud of the whole organization.
When did you feel that you really had it in the bag? Was it just in the final minutes of the ball game, of the last game?
Yeah, no, we never felt like that at all. But what we wanted to do was be at our best. You have to give these guys confidence too and make them believe. I think those tough times through the course of this season made us stronger. I think that we knew in our hearts this whole year that we probably had the hardest practices and we were in shape. And then I think the culminations when we were 3-5, we were 11th out of 12 teams. We won, we beat some of the tougher teams. We went on a 4-game winning streak, and then obviously we beat the NLEX. This Ginebra clash in the semis really brought out the best from the guys and the coaching staff.
Did you make some changes, or has it just been like, sa pakikisama and getting to know each other through time?
Well, a big help for us is Coach Nenad Vucevic. He is our active consultant, and our bosses gave us the opportunity to work together. We work closely together. He brings a different background. He's been all over the world. I think it's great that we bring in international coaches to improve everything here. And I think we had everybody locked in.
And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.